Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name's Sammy, and I wanted to make this case study today, going over the store that I scaled to $180,000 in about 60 or so days, give or take. So as you can see, from May 1st to July 7th, it's done about $181,000. You could see we peaked out at around 6.7 thousand a day around June 1st or so, and we've been converting decently, 1.8% conversion rate. But keep in mind, we are also driving Pinterest traffic, which is a lot lower quality than like Facebook traffic. So we're converting at about 1.5% on Pinterest, and we're converting at about 5 or 6% on Google traffic. Just wanted to clarify that. And now with this store, I just want to note that this is basically one of my, I would say, I've been doing e-commerce for about a year, okay? So you can't really expect these types of results just beginning. I don't want to be misleading in that way and make it seem like you're going to do this and put in a couple months of effort and then you're going to be rich. That's not the case. E-commerce is pretty difficult. It takes a lot of learning. And more than anything, it just takes applying and taking action every single day. Now, if I'm being 100% honest with you, I've had a lot of friends come up to me and they want to learn e-commerce. I've shown them everything. I've literally gave them years worth of experience, a whole year worth of experience. And let me tell you, they just didn't fucking apply it. They just worked on it while it was exciting. When it became less exciting, they stopped. So if you're watching this and you want to make money with e-commerce, I'm going to tell you right now, the number one thing you need to do is just take action, okay? After you watch this video, if it inspires you in some way, makes you feel excited like these videos usually do, just go apply it. Go do your product research, schedule when you're going to launch a product test, schedule when you're going to make the store, just do it. Otherwise, you're just not going to be successful playing out there. Now, I wanted to put that out here because this is my first video, and I've noticed this kind of narrative in the whole YouTube community, right? Where these gurus, people are starting to trust gurus less and less. I don't even like the word guru because it just seems like a scam now, and it's hard to really trust people in the e-commerce space. And I get that because there's a lot of these guys on YouTube who were big in 2018, 2019. All they knew was Facebook ads. And they made a couple 100,000, maybe even a million off Facebook ads back then, with who knows what margins, maybe 10%, maybe 20%, we don't know. And a lot of these guys, they're not very reputable because they actually don't know shit about e-commerce for 2021. 2018 and 2021 is way different. Back then, you could have just sold some orthopedic slippers and made, a couple hundred grand. Now it's a lot harder. You're going to need to, really have landing pages on point, have your ads on point, and in general, just have a good strategy. So what I'm going to go over in this video, let me just stop rambling. I'm basically going to go over how I took this store from 0 to 180K in about 2 months. I think it might actually be closer to 70 days than 60. I don't know. I'm not trying to mislead you guys. I'm just not sure. But yeah, I decided to make this case study today. Now let's just go ahead and hop right into it. Okay, now right here, what you're going to be looking at, this is actually my Pinterest ads dashboard. And as you can see, this is starting May 1st to basically today, July 7th. And this is actually just showing basically my entire account for this product. I'm not going to show you guys the product because I'm still actually selling it. And I'm actually going to go ahead and revamp it a little bit upcoming this next week. So I'll probably show it to you guys maybe in a couple of months when I'm done selling it, if so. But I have some big plans for this product, so it's still kind of only a possibility. But I do want to go ahead and show you guys how the basically Pinterest ads platform has worked for me and a little bit of like what I was doing. Now, just full disclaimer, this is nothing crazy. The overall ROAS was probably about 3 overall. There's been some huge issues with reporting. So what you see in this dashboard isn't necessarily what's going on in Shopify. Now I'm going to show you guys that in Shopify as well. So let me go ahead and just run through this real quick. So what we got right here is you can see these bars. It's basically red bar is ROAS, blue bar is spend. So as you can see, the ROAS has been dropping ever since I've been scaling the product. And now as the spend has went up, it's kind of dropped and decreased. Now, I do want to say right about this point right here, I would say about June 1st, June 2nd, tracking really started, getting screwed up. So these results aren't necessarily very accurate. I wouldn't be running an ad if, the ROAS was only a 2 in reality. So I just want to put that out there. Now, so basically what I did in this, account is essentially, I was starting off with cold targeting, just targeting various different audiences, trying to reach a bunch of new people. And I was just showing them, I think I had 5 ads made for this product, right? So I found the product, I found it using, the Facebook feed. And I took this product, put it on Pinterest because it was a winning product on Facebook, took it to Pinterest, and then, made about 5 creatives for it, launched those creatives. I think I started with a cold test. I started with about 8 or so audiences right out the gate. Day one, most of it was profitable. Okay. And now I'll show you that too. We'll go over here to, I think it was about the week of May 11th to 18th. So you'll see right here, we had a 6 overall ROAS, CPM's $1.71. If you're on Facebook, that's cheap. Okay, and overall 47 conversions add to cart, 21 people checked out, spent $160 to make about $984. Now that's pretty good. So, when I saw this, I was like, okay, this is gonna be something I'm gonna wanna scale. So let's look at the next week, 18th to the 25th. Now, if you look here, you see I'm basically getting a lot more clicks, I'm spending more, and the ROAS is still maintaining, pretty good. As you see, we have cold interest right here. This is at a 4 ROAS. Retargeting was getting about a 5.7 ROAS, and act like and look like audiences were getting about 5.96. And now I grouped these a little bit separately, just because I like to structure my stuff very organized. I know some people aren't very organized in their ad manager. Do what you want, doesn't really matter. Keep it simple, don't overcomplicate things, but I like to segment things. So as you can see, we spent about $1,000 here, and this amassed about, let's see, what does that say? About $4,500. Okay, so overall about a 4.5 ROAS second week of running this product. Now we go to the third week. This is where we start scaling up quite a bit more. You can see the ROAS dips down quite a bit. Act like, look like's down to a 2.7. Now the break even for this product is about a 2.0. So anything above that, we're profitable. We're still going to run campaigns. But as you can see, we're still doing really good on retargeting, 5.3, and we're still doing good on the cold interest, 3.57. That's fine. That's 40% margins for me. So, and as you can see right here, we spent about, it's looking about 2,000, and this made about, looks like about 9 or 10,000. Okay, so pretty healthy ROAS. If you're spending $2,000 to make near 10,000, you're doing something right, okay? And I know you guys can't see the total order value. It's because I'm sharing a portion of my screen only because I don't want you guys to see my product or my brand or anything. So it's not showing that. Let me see if I could drag it over for you. There we go. Now you can see the total order value right here. And yeah, you can still see the spend and everything. So now let's move on to the next week, okay? Now this is where things started to go downhill a little bit, on Pinterest at least. So as you can see here, total order value, looks like we made about $7,000, give or take, and spending about $2,000, $2,200. So as you can see, that's quite a dip in ROAS from the previous week, but it's still very profitable. So still running, still scaling it as normal. And at this point, I think I started to test with CPA audiences and other things like that. So we started testing quite a bit more. I also was looking back on the results from the past few weeks and just looking overall where we were doing the best. And I realized that our cold audiences were converting really well, just paired with retargeting. So I started getting really big into cold audiences. And so as you can see down here, this is the CPA's test, the 4.67 ROAS, only 100 clicks. I think I just started testing. I basically set the interest to open, and I was targeting different CPAs. I had CPA 12, 10, 8, and 6, and was testing which one would work out well. And then, depending which ones worked, I'd test a little bit around that more. And so if you don't know what a CPA is, it's basically manual bidding. It's telling the algorithm, look, I want to spend $8 to get a conversion. If you can't spend $8 to get a conversion, don't spend money. And that's how it works. Now, CPAs can be quite effective when you're scaling because you could take a very broad audience and you could find which portion of that audience, which CPA, which bid is doing the best, and you can really just put a high budget on it and coast. And so that's kind of the strategy with that. Now, just going back a little bit, through this account, after this point, things really started to go downhill. If we go from, let's just set it from then to now, the past 3 weeks, you could see I have a shit ton more going on in the ads manager. At this point, things started to break down, just not being as profitable. So I had to make new creatives. And right now I'm at the point where it's time to re-angle the product. It's time to make new landing pages, split test all that, and then continue scaling, after this week once I fix all that. So as you can see, we have a lot of stuff. We have a few unprofitable down here. Still, everything above here is profitable. So majority, 90% of our stuff is still profitable. We're still making money, so no biggie. But as you can see, the raw has dipped quite a bit. Made about looks like $22,000, spent near $10,000 for that. That's not the best for me. So overall, this is good, but not the best. And I think that could definitely be much better. Now let's take a look at the Google ads, because remember, this store isn't just being scaled with one platform, scaling it with Pinterest and Google. So we'll go ahead and take a look over at that. All right, guys. So right here, as you can see, this is basically just a little clip of my entire Google Ads account for this product. And let me just drag this over so you guys can see the dates, just to know I'm not bullshitting you. May 1st to July 7th, just over 2 months. And as you can see on Google, it's been quite a bit better than Pinterest overall. Made about 63,000 overall in revenue, spent about 19,000. So for a ROAS of 3.28, which for my product, that's very good. I think Google brought in overall about a 40% margin, about a 35 to 40% margin. So making quite a bit of profit from this. Hey guys, sorry about that. The video actually got cut short a little bit. I'm out here walking outside actually. Funny, I accidentally fucking showed my store, so I had to end the video and crop it out, and I figured I'd just finish the video just talking to you guys, walking around outside. And so I wanted to say, on the front end of the ads, it made about $120,000, okay, through Google and Pinterest ads. Okay, so keep in mind, we did $182K in revenue. So that means there's $62,000 missing. Now let me explain where that $62,000 is coming from. That's actually coming from two things, email and SMS. Actually 3 things, and the tracking was messed up. So there's some stuff on the front end not being attributed that's showing up in Shopify. Whew. Man, walking up this hill got me out of breath. I need to start running more. All right, but back to the subject. So 30% of my revenue for my store actually came from email. And what I did for that was just set up basically different flows for when people abandon cart, for when people page view, and have different flows tailored to each one. So we got about 30%, I would say about $40,000 to $50,000 in revenue just from email. And then I would say from SMS, we got about another $5,000 to $10,000. And then of course, there's another $5,000 or $10,000 or so that just wasn't attributed due to tracking. And yeah, I just want to say that so you guys have a pretty good view of what I did. I also just want to ask, basically, can you guys give me some recommendations, maybe for stuff you want me to go over more in depth on these videos? Because I know this one was a lot of rambling and just kind of going over the whole store. I wasn't really sure what type of focus you guys wanted, if you want to see more stuff in the ads manager, if you wanted me to explain the metrics, if you want to know product research, there's a million different things I can make videos on. So just let me know whatever you guys want, and I'll go ahead and make more content like that. My content, it's going to start out, very beginner friendly and stuff. I could also make more advanced stuff for those of you guys that are doing like six figures, 7 figures a month already, and are just trying to do better or whatnot. I'm still kind of at that level right now, about 6 figures a month, and I'm trying to get to the 7-figure a month level. And basically to do that, all I need to do is just test more products and have more system and processes in place, also build my team a bit bigger. So right now I only have about 2 or 3 employees, hoping in the next couple of months to have about 6 or 7.
have product launchers, have product testers, have a media buyer on the team. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Just wanted to finish up this video outside. Yeah, and let me know what you guys want. If you like this content, if you want to see more, just go ahead and hit the subscribe. I gotta go because I'm about to have a heart attack walking up this road, bro. I'm out of shape. Damn, I didn't realize. But yeah, let me know what you guys want. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Yeah, and just let me know what type of content you want to see from me. Drop some comments down below, maybe something you learned or something you'd like to know some more about. And yeah, hopefully see you soon.